What's up, peeps? What's up, Elliot Blake? Joey, what's up, my man? Thank you, guys. Keanu, how goes? Yeah, we're not doing any music this morning because wife is still asleep, so I'm going to try and keep it down a little bit for a little while. James Downey, how's it going, my man? Nice. Herring Moss, yes, sir. It has been way too long. This month has been crazy. Been absolutely bananas. But, you know, price of success, I guess, huh? Hard to complain. What's up, man, Ron? How do I go about getting a blank sketch from you? And if you don't mind me asking, what are your rates? Smart Cookie, you would, the easy answer is you just ask. Hi, Tasia, good to see you again. Rates are going to vary. Right now, headshot black and grays are $175. Blank sketches are like the detailed ones are going to be starting at $300, mostly because I'm currently what's up, Ink Nerd? Yeah, dude, I had forgotten that we planned all this. Smart Cookie, the best answer, by the way, is just to hit me up and let's talk about what you want, but it's probably going to be somewhere between 175 and 300 for black and gray. And then if you want color, it's typically $100 upgrade for that. Are you just now waking up? No, I've been awake for about 2 hours now. But I am speaking softly because my wife is still asleep. Thanks, Smart Cookie. I appreciate it, man. It probably would not be a great time to try to get one right now anyway, because my to-do list is daunting right now, to say the least, to put it nicely. So I gotta get a lot of this stuff checked off my list before I lose my mind. But we're gonna do a few remarks today, and then we'll do some sketch covers. Take it easy on you. Hey, bro, it's the only person that can take it easy on you is yourself. You know what I mean? It's you're in there you're not competing against me, you're competing against yourself. But I'll do my best to lower my skill level. Tasia, I am pretty tired. Ashton and I went out last night. We went and saw Jordan Jensen at the Helium Club. Ink Nerd, I don't hold back, bro. I'm not gonna take it easy on you. Don't ask me to take it easy on you and then turn around and say, no, I want a challenge. Make up your mind, bro. Guys, I will be at Amazing Con. That whole thing kind of came out of nowhere. But I'll be in Amazing Con in Vegas in a couple weeks. Psychological warfare. Well, Tasia, what are you talking about? If you're still in bed, why are you asking? Lucky, trying to make me jealous. Yeah, we went and saw Jordan Jensen last night at the Helium Club, which, if you don't know her, she's a pretty funny stand-up comedian, known, like a lot of current comedians, for her crowd work. She did not disappoint. Super funny. Big back. She's exactly like you would think she would be. Yeah. Rusty. Just a couple days off and I'm struggling just a little bit here. Gotta get this pen going. So I have to add a piece from you to my collection. Yeah, dude. Well, yeah, please don't try to make me jealous, because I would really like to be in bed. But Ashton also got, we're boarding one of her clients' dogs today and for the next several days, and she had to come in at 6:30 this morning, so it was not fun having to do that when we didn't go to sleep until 1:30 last night. But work beckons, right? So tell me, people, how's things been? Or ask questions of me and how things have been for me and how Dallas went and other such things. Thanks, Ink Nerd. And Ink Nerd, who is this, by the way, like your real name? If you're still there. Okay. All right, Brian. I'll see you, boss. Get yourself rested, because I'm either going to be really good today, or I'm going to be terrible, because I'm going to be working a lot between now and 5 o'clock. So I'll either be super loose and ready to kick some butt, or I will be exhausted and my brain won't work. So we're going to find out what happens. What's up, Baron? We're going to do some remarks, and then some sketch covers that have been ordered, and try and get some of my stuff knocked off my to-do list. I've got 36 remarks, 10 sketch covers, and a whole bunch of signatures I still got to do. So I'm trying to get all that done. Why have you been a POS? Your version of terrible is still better than a lot of ours. Thanks, dude. Smart Cookie, what's insane? My order list? Oh, dude, you're totally fine, dude. And I would say, if you're wanting a Battle Beast cover, better hurry up, because we're not gonna have very many for much longer. I'm probably gonna be down. I'm down to about 60, maybe 70 tops, and we'll be at Amazing Con in Vegas in a couple weeks. So I doubt that they will last past that. The only reason I think I didn't sell out, at least of my collection, was because there was 3 other booths that had Battle Beasts, had my Battle Beast cover. Yeah, the to-do list is insane. I feel bad, because I'd be adding on to it. Yeah, I mean, where can you grab one? What? One of the books? You can go to my website. Racha. Just spent $2K on Epic Universe for 2 days. Whoa. What's up, Graves? What is Epic Universe? Hey, Someday. What's up, my guy? Good to see you, dude. he's going to claim he's tired when we have to battle later today. Someday I'm good, man. I am good and excited to get some stuff knocked off the list. Has anyone requested a mashup of Battle Beast and Best Tiger? Battle Beast Tiger? I assume that meant Beast Tiger. I don't know what Beast Tiger is. So would it be like Liger, Beast Liger, Battle Liger? Yeah, doing sketch card wars tonight. I don't know why I agreed to that. Probably because I liked kicking everybody's butt last time and felt the need to do it again. No, I think it was just because it was like, I like the idea of, I just like the format and what they do, and it's interesting. I don't even remember what characters I chose to be my options. Best Tigers from Invincible Universe, like Chinese Daredevil, Batman, who wears blindfold, not because he's blind, but he's a challenge. Oh, right on. Man, I must not be at that point in the story yet, or I've completely forgotten about that character. It's going to be somewhere else. If you check out my story degraves, you should be able to find it. I know this isn't the most exciting process, guys, but it's going to turn out. I'm going to show you what it's going to end up looking like. Here, I'll just show you what these will end up looking like eventually. We're not doing bloodies on this one. We're just doing regular, but this is where we're headed. It's funny, I had a guy apparently approach one of my vendors, one of my retailers. Hold on, guys. Not to need to blow my nose in you guys' face there. So some retailer guy didn't believe that it wasn't a sticker, that my remarks were stickers. So he was like, I'll get one, but I need to see him do it. It's like, all right, dude. Watch this. By the way, I have got to be working on my posture, boys and girls. It has been clear that the way I sit is terrible for my back. Like, I never had a problem, and then all of a sudden the last 2 months of like started getting this ache in my back from the way I sit, and I was like, where's that coming from? What did I do? And I finally started noticing like how I sit. I like sit with my ribs all poked out weird. Did he apologize? Probably not. No, he was nice. He was a good dude. Work on your hips. When you sit too much, your hip flexors shorten and you look. Yeah, great. And but it's not lower back pain. It's more like mid back pain, and it is definitely not from just sitting, it's the position in which I sit. But you're correct, like focusing on how you sit is very important. I keep telling myself I'm going to start this exercise program that I've been sitting on. But at the same time, I'm like, too tired to work out. That's no excuse. A sit to stand desk, yeah, maybe. I don't know how well that would work doing for art, but I do need I just need to be working out. I haven't worked out in like 4 years, and I'm getting too old to keep thinking that that's gonna end up working out for the long run. I do need a bigger desk. I think I need a bigger art desk. Maybe one that has like drawers and stuff so I can have easier access to some things. I've got a pretty cool setup right now where I have like a dresser and all my markers and stuff over to the right, but I feel like I'm outgrowing a lot of this stuff. What's up, bro, man? So this is the boring part of these. But I did figure out these fatty markers are worth their weight in gold. I need to get a yellow. Bro, man, I hope you're good, dude. I am not lying when I say I've been missing you guys. It's been super fun doing all this, and the success of Battle Beast has been awesome. If I cop a BB Remark, is it artist choice? The default is Battle Beast, but you can make a request if you want. I usually ask people to stick within the Invincible universe, Baron Goose. And it's profile stuff. You're not going to do, I'm not doing like front-facing shots and all of that, especially now, because I'm at the point where I'm about to cut all the remarks off because I'm sick of doing them. Seriously, I'm pretty sure that I've done, after this batch is done, it's like over 100 remarks in the last 2 weeks, and I'm over it. I'm over that, and I'm kind of over the sketch covers. I don't mind as much. They have a lot more satisfaction to them, and I can like knock them all out. I don't have to assembly line it as much, which I kind of don't like, but we'll see what happens. I'm not trying to turn down money, but at the same time, it's like, can I be done? Can I be done with these yet? All right, so since that's not working, oh, I know what I can do. Where'd you guys go? I'll finish these two. So I need to finish up this. I can cop it and you can do it when you feel like. I'm a very patient individual. I appreciate that, Baron. Yeah, if you buy on the website, that's definitely the easiest way to do it. So I'd appreciate it. if I get it now before I change my mind and tell everybody I'm not doing a remark ever again. Yeah, I'm like itching, dude. I'm itching to do literally anything else. But I'm also like, there's stuff that needs to be done. The money's been nice, the people have been awesome, but Daddy is over it. But I gotta get my peeps taken care of. My favorite remark. Hey, what's up, Art by Jeffrey? You're at Sketch Card Wars tonight too, aren't you, brother? Or am I thinking of somebody else? Not you. Okay, different artist. Gordon Willis, that's it. I knew it was a G. There's a war going on. Yeah. Doom, doom. No one is safe from. Doom, doom. How's my peeps been, man? You all forgotten about me? I feel like I've been lost in the sauce. I feel annoyed because like I haven't been able to put any non-battle beast content out. Yeah, right? It's been everywhere. You're like, actually, I'm kind of sick of you. Or not only do we not miss you, we're sick of you. Hey, thanks for the love, peeps. Over there on YouTube's, on the tubers. Video post about your come up from where you were a few years back compared to now was awesome. Just want you to know it's inspiring, man. Smart Cook, yeah, appreciate it, man. It's been a crazy journey, and you know, I'm grateful for it. It's nice being grateful for your struggles instead of annoyed by them. To finally be like, yay, it paid off. Instead of being like, Jesus Christ, is this ever gonna pay off? The odd part of it being like, oh, like, it wasn't until I stopped caring about it paying off that it finally started to pay off. It's weird. We're definitely going to have to figure out a way to either get better pricing on these remarks, or I need to come up with some different levels. Oh, sorry. way too much work for the amount of, for what I charge, TBH. All right, while that dries, move on to the next one. See, this is how it goes. You sit there and it's like, layer after layer after layer. And I'm telling you, if you don't, like, yellow does not want to give coverage. There's some of these that I'm like, I gotta figure out a new tool or something. Like maybe even go and get to a place where I do like brush paint instead of these Poscas. I don't know how well that would work though. Hey Bob the Tomato, good to see you, bro. You know, I did a sketch cover of a couple characters. I think it was Invincible and Conquest. And I charged the guy $300, and then the next day it's up on eBay for $500. I'm like, dude, good luck. I mean, if it sells, good, go for them. What I don't understand is like, why would somebody buy from, like, if people are fans of mine, enough of a fan of mine to spend that kind of money on my art, I don't quite understand why they wouldn't come to me directly. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the nature of the beast, man. Like, and I'm not mad at it. Like, I want people to make money on my work if they're able to, because that just says that I'm collectible. And if I'm collectible, then, you know, my value eventually goes up. Dan the man, what's happening with you, broski? I'm just over here doing remarks. More and more remarks. So I think my strategy is I'm going to try and do like, I don't know, 5 to 10 of these a day over the next couple days. My Invincible collection is my prized possession. It was the first thing I packed when I evacuated for possible forest fires. Hell yeah. Tried selling all the stuff I got from you for $50K, but no takers yet. And you just that makes me laugh, dude. I appreciate that. I like a good chuckle. I saw a lot of your remarks out on the table at Fan Expo. I regret not picking one up. They were phenomenal. Thanks, dude. Yeah, that was probably Jam's Fortress, because I think they're the only ones that had remarks ready-made to sell. My favorite one of the con, I don't know if you guys saw the Rexplode I did. I was super happy with that, dude. And the guy that bought it turned around and sold it that night for $200. It's like, well, I'm glad I put all that work into it. I mean, what a winner. Like, good for him, dude. Variants. I gotta try to remember versions of these mark variants that I did. There we go. Okay, blue, classic yellow, Mohawk, and then blue mask yellow. Okay. Yeah, he paid a pretty penny for this one and insisted on them being in the four corners. Which Invincible is my favorite, like the variations, like other than classic Invincible, or I mean, I think the classic Invincible is the best costume. I'm not a super fan of the black and blue. I didn't really like how that turned out. Mohawk is pretty cool, to be honest. The rest of them look kind of thrown together. Not necessarily in a bad way or anything. They just got this blue. This blue. But yeah, this guy he was like, can you just do them in the four corners? And I was like, dude, I don't know how good that's gonna look. I don't really want to cover up everything. And I was like, well, I mean, I can do it, I guess, but I'll do it. They'll have to be smaller, and I'll try to like do it in a way where they're tucked behind as opposed to out in front of on these, at least on this top layer. I feel like that would look better. Minecraft Kids Sea Salt. I'm not sure what that means, but thanks. Yeah, I'm sure he's going to turn around and sell it. To be honest. I mean, that's what he did. That's what he did with the other one he bought. The dude that bought the Conquest and Mark sketch cover that turned around is trying to sell it on eBay for $500 is the same one that's getting this, which is, you know, again, more power to you, bro. If you can make that happen, I hope you can make the money. There's going to be a time when all my stuff is going to be under way more control, and people aren't just going to be able to make requests like that and turn around and flip them. And I get why artists get to a place where they're like, you know, I don't know, prices get ridiculous or they don't do certain things. Yeah, he's gonna try. And that's all good, dude. Like, he was one of the investors on the book, so he deserves a chance to make his money back. And like, if it doesn't sell for 500, like, I don't know how that whole thing works, and we're still kind of figuring out what the best strategy is in regards to, you know, what we let people do and not do. Just makes me happy that people like my work, man, and I'm definitely getting my nut, so to speak. So, and that's how business goes. Like, if retailers don't make money on me, then they're not going to invest in me. You know what I mean? And it's way easier for me to do stuff and have a team of retailers that sell my stuff, at least at this point, than it is to try and sell everything to everybody all on my own, you know? It is nice having an angled desk back, I'll tell you that. That whole weekend I was having to work on flat desks. Ugh. And then when I was in Houston, I had to work on a flat desk. Not comfortable. Yeah, although it's weird to process people or trying to flip your hard work, but it's clearly worth something, and that's positive you can take from it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of look at it like I'm a wholesaler and they're retailers, right? Like, if I was making any other product and I wanted to get the most value out of my time and money, I would be a middleman selling to retailers that have their own network of buyers and stuff. So you gotta kind of, at least in my opinion, I think that that's part of how you let it go. And then ultimately it's up to the fans to pay attention. Like, dude, if you don't want to pay those prices, just go to me directly. You know? But we'll see what happens. I'm not too worried about it. Oh, geez. So, anybody going to be in Vegas next week? Well, not next week. Whatever it is, the 20th to the 22nd. Who's coming through? Dude, I got to meet one of my OG supporters this past weekend, which was super awesome. Like OG supporters. She and her husband were with me back on my TikTok days, and hardcores, super dedicated, and they come through and they're like, Todd, and I didn't have my glasses on at first. I was like, hi, and they're like, it's Manda Panda and Jerome. I was like, holy shit. It's like, oh my god, what's up, guys? That stuff is cool, man. They came around when I had 4,000 or 5,000 followers maybe on TikTok, and I still had nothing on Instagram. Local trading card shop grew from 30,000 to 10 million over the course of 9 years. That's cool, dude. Yeah, this AC Comics guy, Michael, is pretty smart, man. And he really understands business and has the capital to back it up, and he seems to be pretty adamant about us working together, and so, and then just an FYI, I should have FedEx Chicago in August. Yeah, no. Sorry, Simon. That's definitely not happening. I don't even know what that is, to be honest. And I'm going to be just about burnt out because I've got Las Vegas this month in 2 weeks, and then supposedly San Diego Comic-Con in July, and then the next one I have is Rose City Comic-Con here in Portland in September. And by the time all that's done, I'm going to be toast. Also should be doing New York Comic-Con in October, and then we'll wrap up the year with San Francisco Fan Expo. Yeah, it's a lot, dude. It's definitely more conventions than I've ever done in a year. But my plan is next year to do all the majors, to do like C2E2 and I'll probably do Dallas Fan Expo again because I've got family out there, so it just makes sense to do that one. Probably a couple others. So yeah, trying to get out to Chicago, bro. Oh, what's the Florida one? MegaCon. C2E2 is more art focused. Oh, also just found out that I'm doing the Rose City Comic Con exclusive is going to be Exquisite Corpses. So I've got an Exquisite Corpses variant coming up. Dan the Man, as soon as they tell me I can show it, people are gonna lose their mind, dude. Like, they're gonna lose their mind, bro. Quentin, thanks. Appreciate it, man. Like, I'm not, if it's gonna be an awesome follow-up after this. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked, bro. Like, I had a couple people. You're welcome, broski. Can I ask what's your favorite Jake Gyllenhaal movie? What an odd question. An oddly specific question. Probably Roadhouse, dude. I know that's a crazy one to say, because like that's definitely not Jake Gyllenhaal's best movie. It's not really even a good movie, but it was fun seeing him and Connor fight. I don't know, what would be my favorite Jake Gyllenhaal movie? He's good in the boxing movie, although it's not cool. I definitely wouldn't call that my favorite. He's Hurt Locker, isn't he? No, that's Jeremy. He was Black Hawk Down. He's just my favorite actor. Yeah, good choice. Demolition. Far From Home. Yeah, Far From Home is obviously awesome. I'm trying to think of, oh, Donnie Darko. I don't know how I don't say that one. And then, isn't he in one with Hugh Jackman? No. I still haven't seen Brothers. Jarhead. That's the one I was thinking of. Thank you, Dan the Man. Yeah, solid picks. Those are all solid movies. I would have to look at his library and remember, like, I love him as an actor, he's great, but I wouldn't call him my favorite, so I don't necessarily I don't have his whole library kind of memorized. But those would be up there. Brokeback Mountain, there you go. I mean, he was awesome in that. What are we doing, boys? We're remarking. To be honest, I respect your opinion, man, even as Superman fan too. I love the Invincible art. Thanks, man. Nothing wrong with Superman. You don't have to be a Superman fan to respect what Superman is to the fandom and to the existence of comics in general, so I'm not mad at that. There's definitely some things in the works that are going to be pretty exciting for things. I can't reveal too much right now because it's still on the quiet, but all right, anyway, buddy, gotta go now. Have fun. God bless, dude. Much love. Appreciate it. Thanks, Quentin. But it could open up a lot of account grabbed action comics. Comics one way flat. Exactly. Who's ready to see some sketch covers? You know, as boring as this can be, redoing the same thing over and over again, I feel like it's helping my skills ultimately. It feels like it is giving me a opportunity to get faster. You know, I got to briefly shake hands with Ryan Ollie and, you know, let him know, get a signature from him directly and say thank you and all of that. And I'm sure he was kind of out of it at the time because he had been like, just the line for him at Dallas Fan Expo was insane, dude. Yeah, JL, we did get to hang out, bro. See, there's another one I got to meet in person. We got to hang out at the booth for, well, when I was there, hours and hours. You're welcome. Didn't realize you were going to be around such royalty, did you, bro? I did give you something, didn't I? We didn't. You're like, no. My company. What a lame gift. Sorry about that. I'm sorry you had to hang out with me. I'm getting excited to upgrade the sound in this thing. Probably going to upgrade the video. So I got to figure out how all that works, but it should be a dramatic improvement over what we have right now. Boys and girls. And sometimes I feel like these are just never ending. I start to lose my mind, but if I can get these 5 done and then those other 2 remarks done, I'm gonna feel great. It's gonna be nice. Well, Jim, wait, am I saying it is it Jim? Or am I just like inserting Jim for the J? Yeah, JL. Jared, right? Yeah, okay. I was like, Jim is not right. I gotta get my brain back into connection mode. But I did good. I remembered your actual name. Just took me a second. It's like back in the day, you only had to remember one person's name, or a person's one name. But now you gotta know like 5 of them. It's like, well, I'm Jalen Kluwer over here, and this over on this platform, and then my actual name is Jared, and then it's. Who are you? Am I doing that because I'm sitting? Y'all gotta stop having so many names. Pick a screen name, do that on all your platforms. Killing me, Smalls. What's up, Mr. Meth? Move it on your meth. peeps are like, remarks again, dude? Yeah, I feel you, bro. Same. I am going to be working on a full body badass Batman here pretty soon, though. And that I'm excited about. Like to actually draw. Like, I haven't really gotten to just draw. Like, take my time with something in a while. Draw for me, monkey. Draw. Whoosh. Give me 20 remarks so that I may sell them and profit off of your labor. I got back home the Tuesday after the convention, which feels like a lifetime ago, but I guess it was just last Tuesday. And then have spent, so it was kind of crazy because, so my in-laws were here the week before. And so they stayed with us, and so we used my art room for my wife and I, and they took the main room they slept in our bed because respect your elders and stuff or whatever. So my art room was already chaos. And on top of that, I had the convention and I have all these other things happening. So like, the room was just a mess, dude. And then just getting everything organized, like all the orders that I have. Like, I spent a whole day just kind of putting my to-do list together, figuring out who needs what, where it's going to, who I've already shipped stuff to, who still do stuff. Rebuilding out my, just figuring everything out, because there's a lot. But slowly getting all of that. I mean, it's already, the list is good to go. Now I'm just finally able to start checking off the list, and then also suddenly realized that I have a sketch card wars tonight to make sure I perform at. No pressure, Mr. Beats. What about you, Jared? Did you go straight home after Dallas? Oh, Dallas is home. Well, no wonder you were able to just sit there and hang out. I'm sure you told me that, so forgive me for being an idiot that didn't remember. You see how this yellow just does not cover? Got to do like 3 to 4 coats on this thing, man. Even if you have a good white background. It's like I'm either going to do 3 or 4 coats of yellow, or I'm going to do 3 or 4 coats of white. JL did save me with his jerky stash a couple times. I'm pretty excited for Vegas, man. I haven't been to Vegas in a minute. And last time I went, I did not have good money for Vegas, so this time we'll actually be able to enjoy it a little bit. Whoa. There goes that lid. So today I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to get bigger versions of these markers because this is not efficient. I know if I get the big ones, I will be a much happier camper. Sorry, it's so quiet, guys. Usually have some music bumping, but wifey's trying to get some sleep. I'm sure she's not doing a good job of that because I'm in here mumbling. Let's see. So an hour so far. It's not too bad. Hour. We've got 5, 6, 9. Getting close on these. I kept having people ask me, they were like, hey, can you just sit there and do a remark right there? It's like, I can't just do one, dude. They take too long to do just one. I've got to do like, I'll do like 15. I'll do like 15 of them real quick. Well, that doesn't make no sense. Don't make no sense. Black and Bloody in the shop. We just messaged the character then. Yeah, Simon, do that. Wait. The Black and Bloody in the shop. We just messaged the character then. Oh, in my shop here? Yeah. That's probably going to be the only one I do, bro. But yes, I'll do that for you. Mostly because I just need something else to do other than remarks. But I don't want to sell too many of those today because I ain't got it in me. Not because I don't have it in me, because I don't have time. But it would be nice to have a little switch up. Well, it is a rush, dude. TikTok or whatnot does not like orders to take longer than 2 days to get out. They start getting pissy, and you can get your account suspended and stuff. But that's all good, dude. Like I said, it would be a nice little switch up. I'm probably going to be doing sketch covers and stuff later, so I can get that in there. Who would you be thinking? No pressure, dude. No rush. You think about it. Invincible. You say that like it's a joke, which it is, and it's a very funny one. But also, that would be totally fine, as long as it's not a remark. Here for what's up, my guy? Hereford was one of the other ones I got to meet in person and hang out with a little bit. Right? I'm remembering the correct person, right? Okay, yeah. Making sure I wasn't a victim of what I was just talking about, where it's like you used to just have to remember a person's one name, but now you got to remember several of their names. Because it's Philip, right? Philip, and here on Whatnot, he's here for comics, and on Instagram, he's I don't remember. Can't remember your Instagram name right off the top of my head right now. Better excuse for not remembering. Yeah, it's a good excuse. It's like, well, and I get to feel very important, because I can be like, who are you again? Yeah, dude. I have 36 to do. 36 more of these. Yeah, bro. I don't know if you can tell based on my reaction, but that's too many. Yeah, dude. I made the mistake of offering them to the retailers at a special rate, so that they could have stuff to sell and make some money. And I'm 100% not doing it like that again. Yeah, right. Bro, working my ace off, G. Running my little red-headed ace off. Being more important than Whatnot is where I've been. I'm too good for you guys now, didn't you know? Didn't you know, geek? How did you find your art style? Samuel, what an interesting question. So art style comes from, is a mishmash of all the things that you like, and then the little tricks of the trade. It's like, so for example, I used to imitate Jim Lee, and I used to imitate Rob Liefeld, and I never really tried to imitate Todd McFarlane, but he definitely influenced me. But you know, you take all the little things that have influenced you and that you've practiced and tried to imitate, and you take a bunch of stuff you like and you get rid of the stuff you don't like, and then if you do enough repetitions, if you do enough drawings, you eventually start to find things that are your own that you like to do, and eventually at some point it starts to resemble a quote-unquote style. So it's not something that anybody can really force. You can't really force a style, because if you're forcing a style, what you're really doing is you're probably imitating somebody else, and that's not a style, it's just imitation. So style comes from high reps, lots and lots of different influences that you're imitating, and then little mixtures of stuff you like doing on your own that pops up. So it's a lot, dude. You're gonna have PTSD every time you see a lion. Bro, you're not far off, that is for sure. I'm definitely gonna be. Now here's the good news, is I'm getting really good at getting these done, and they're getting to a place where I don't really have to think about them very much. It's more like almost like a job as opposed to art, which can be bad too, actually. But yeah, even a cat. I can't see. I am not gonna do another. But so yeah, Samuel, I hope that answers your question. You don't find an art style. I mean, yeah, you just can't force it. It comes after, like, stylistically, there's stuff that I wish I did, but like the way my brain and body mechanically function in the most enjoyable, sustainable way, I couldn't do that style. There's some like, there's people that love sitting there and just perfecting a piece of art until it's, Alex Ross style, or, something along those lines. I can do that, but I don't enjoy it. Like, my natural inclination is to enjoy doing things quickly. Do you only sell here, mate, or do you have a website or an eBay I could check out also? Do you have an Instagram I could follow? Hunkin, so you can probably find me just about everywhere from Todd Beats. So website, and then my Instagram is Todd Beats, and my TikTok is Todd_Beats, and my YouTube is Todd Beats Art. Facebook is Todd Beats. All of those. I'm not on eBay. I kind of have a problem with eBay, TBH. I don't really I've not had a lot of good experiences with them, so it's gonna take quite a it's gonna take a lot to get me to do anything on eBay. What's up, Death Slinger? How's it going? Ooh, this might be the last layer of yellow I gotta do. Everybody keep your fingers crossed. Gregory Booth. What's up, G? Wait, are we? Appreciate, mate. We'll check out them all. I need some of your work in my collection. Yeah, dude, hit me up. Let's chat. Gregory, we're battling tonight? Too many artists with G names. Gordon Willis, dang it. And the other one that I thought I was battling, that was, hold on, don't say it. Jeffrey. So Gordon, Gordon Jeffrey. I don't know his name. What's the Art of MC or something on Instagram? He put a comment on the Sketch Card Wars post, just talking all kinds of trash. Thought it was adorable. Surprised that Def Shogun wasn't on the list for Sketch Card Wars. Yeah, I'm sure he will be at some point. I'll probably hit up Andre and tell him to get Def on there. This is the stuff I hate. Like, these Poscas have to dry what it seems like forever. Yeah, Joey would be great on there. Thanks, man. That Battle Beast turned out pretty good, didn't it? Now, I'm really trying not to overhype Battle Beast 3, but good God, bro. You know, we've got some pretty fun plans for promoting that one. I'm excited about. Adrian and I talked about. Yeah, because you actually got to see it, didn't you? Here for? This cover on them all, everyone knows Todd Beats, as you have become a household name with this cover. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that, dude, but we definitely made a dent in the comic zeitgeist. So I'll take it. And making a comic book called Star Ranger. Oh, that's cool. Hi Mark, would you like another coat of yellow? Why yes. Hey Mark, are you at all worried that you're boring people by having to do all these remarks? No, not really, dude. That's not my problem, that's your problem. Oh, you're right. It is kind of my problem, isn't it? Is there a reason you have to do everything on live? Well, yeah, because that's what you do, bro. People don't always have to be entertained. Dessling, I don't have time to do any additional requests, my friend. I am swamped with customer orders. But I appreciate the request. I appreciate you asking, but I cannot. Jared, it is. I wish I was swamped with stuff that wasn't quite so repetitive, because I am definitely sick of remarks, dude. But I'm not complaining, because I remember a time when it was very difficult to get anybody to spend any money with me on any art. So the fact that I am swamped with people buying stuff, Ken, thanks, man. Thank you for saying stuff that matters, because there's definitely times where I'm like, somebody shoot me. Remarks. Remarks. Awesome meeting you in person in Dallas finally. Slade kept telling me how genuine you were. Yeah, well, Slade has been getting paid nicely to spread those rumors. So it's nice to know that he's doing his job. No, I appreciate that, man. It's nice meeting the peeps that help me keep the lights on. I can't wait to get to the place in my career where I can finally be myself. And y'all are gonna realize I'm actually a lot closer to Larry David in real life. I'm actually kind of a crotchety, cranky old man. I can stop being nice to you guys. I don't have to be grateful anymore. I'll just be a spoiled brat. That's a sticker. He didn't draw that. Yes, he did. I don't believe you. Well, he did. What do you do with your art after you're finished? These are all sold, my friend. 99% of my art is sold before I even start working on it. So most of the time I am fulfilling customer orders. And then on the rare occasion that I don't have a customer for a piece I'm working on, like if I get a bug up my butt to draw something else, I will post it on Instagram and Facebook and a couple other places, and then it usually gets sold. It's not uncommon for it to sell within the hour of me posting it, but sometimes it'll take a couple days. My Spider-Man Captain America cover took a little while to sell, but I think that's because people were being pretty conservative with their money because of everything going on with the economy right now. But yeah, I sell it. Sell it immediately. Make that money. Get paid. Give people that want great art and make them happy. I know you guys, like when you're watching this process at this point, you're probably like, I mean, I could do a remark for Todd at this point. I've seen him do it so many times. Doesn't look that hard. Do you have lives going on at the same time? Yes, I'm on YouTube right now with you guys, and then I'm also on an app called Whatnot as well. So there's going to be questions and stuff from different people. Oh, we're getting close, guys. We're getting close to getting these marks done. I was smart to do the marks first because they require the most work with all the yellow. That reminds me, I should go get some more coffee. Listen, Posca, just accept that you need to get that color right there. So I will say I am going to do some pretty cool special remarks that I'm going to sell for a butt ton. I'm going to show you guys where those are why they're going to be special. You guys want to see some cool stuff? So I'm going to get a refill real quick on my coffee. Be back in 40 seconds. seconds. Maybe a little longer. Give me one more second. Stick around. So this, you see that? Yeah, so I've got 4 of these. My friend calls Invincible movement. So I've got 4 of these. Ryan Otley, Todd Beats signed Battle Beasts. So I'm thinking about doing like an epic remark with all the Guardians of the Globe. I think that would be sick. I don't know what I would sell that one for, probably a ton. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I know they're gonna be extra special. And then I have a Ryan Otley, Todd Beats. It's gonna be the only one signed, or we both signed in silver. So that's pretty cool. That'll be my little PC that I'm gonna get, because every time I do a cover, I get one CG seed that I, keep and hang up. But I'm pretty excited about that, dude. Right. I won both of you in gold. That's cool. Now, Jared, which Jared is this? I know we met, but did we I know we spoke, because you just said we did, but remind me who you are. Did we just like do a quick handshake? Spoke right before you went to Mike's booth on Friday or Sunday? Okay. Right on. Oh, that's good. All right. Where are we at here on these? We're home stretching these guys. That's sweet. I think we can start inking this one up. Let's start inking, Abe Lincoln. Oh, I should not do that yet, actually. I need to get whatever color I'm going to do. So what I have figured out on these is that Poscas do not like, spoke about barbecue, Mike took you to, hell yeah, dude. Mike hooked it up. Mike hooked it up with that barbecue. Let's see. I think I want to do this. But you really cannot, you have to ink last. Because if you ink first, the Poscas kind of like to, I don't know how else to put it, but they like reliquify the ink, and then it makes it bleed, and then you just end up with this bloody mess. Damn, that may not be the right color to use. Yeah, do you remember the name of that? The name of the barbecue place we went to? Was it barbecue? No, steaks. Mike took me to a steakhouse that was bomb, and he took me to and it's some Houston staple. Like, I don't want to say worldwide, but kind of in that vein of, like, when you go to Houston, that's a place you definitely want. If you want steak, that's where you go in Houston. I wish I could remember the name of it. The place was friggin' next level. Taste of Texas, that was it. You know, I grew up in Oklahoma, spent plenty of time in Texas. So I've had a few steaks in my days. And that was undoubtedly the best steak I've ever had. Right up there with the tomahawk that we had at the Dallas Star with my brother-in-law. Wish my dad was around to see this, man. He'd be so stoked. that dry and then we ink. I probably need to go through all these other ones and get their white outlines down. Otherwise the bases don't look great. You see that, dude? Like, just stop fighting me, dude. Stop fighting me, G. I'll tell you this, guys, it is nice to be hanging out with you again. I have missed it. Oh, I've missed you. I've missed you, you big lug. Yeah, dude. I mean, yes, it is yours. The pleasure is definitely yours. But equally, it is mine. Dude, I am so stoked to see what happens this year, man. Like, some of the things that are happening are just gonna be friggin' epic. You're gonna be able to upgrade a lot of stuff, improve a lot of things for you guys as viewers and supporters. Yeah, a lot of cool covers coming out. Like I said, we definitely have, so Battle Beast 3 is coming out for San Diego, and then I definitely know Exquisite Corpses is on the docket for Rose City Comic Con in September, and then I probably shouldn't announce it, but there's another big one that should be happening for August. I'm turning in concept art for that this weekend. There's just going to be a lot of cool stuff happening, man. My style work well on Exquisite Corpses. Yeah, I'm hoping so. I'm hoping it's not. You know, Adrian was a little skeptical about whether that's going to be a flash in the pan book or not. But the other guys on the other investors were pretty adamant that that's the book they wanted me to do next. And I tend to default to their, you know, they'll ask me what I like. And there was only certain books that were available for that drop. So I was like, man, whatever you guys want. So we talked about Beneath the Trees. And I think there was one other one. And it was just like unanimously, it was like Exquisite Corpses. Issue 1 was sold out of the comic shop I went to yesterday. Issue 1 of Exquisite Corpses. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, so that one should go well. I'm pretty excited about that. And I'm excited to do something different. Like, stylistically, it's a totally different character. Hey, CM. CM was another person I got to meet in person, finally. So that was cool. How you been, bud? He's the only person that got a roaring Battle Beast remark. So if you see that up on eBay, let me know so that I don't ever do anything nice for CMV again. Bro, I don't think I took a picture of that one. Can you send a picture of that to me, dude? Went to 3 locals in Colorado while visiting, only one had 4 copies left. That's awesome. Yeah, it's apparently a pretty hot book, so I'm excited to work on it. So I'm kind of getting 10 of these done in this time period. It's not, I mean, not exactly, but 10 in 2 hours would be a pretty good mark. Hey, if you're sick of remarks, go ahead and say sick of remarks. Somebody else that I met that looks like we're going to do a couple things together. Mr. McClure, I will see you later, brother. Good to see you again. And thanks again for all the help and support this past weekend, whenever that was. Seems like a month ago at this point. Say, my man, don't ever let your jerky supply run low. You never know who's going to need it. What was I just saying before all that? What's really cool about doing these remarks is as soon as I get into drawing, I feel like a superhero. I feel like I have superpowers because I'm like, oh my God, look how fast I can do this stuff now. But yeah, Exquisite Corpses is going to be cool. Battle Beast 3 is going to be cool. The other one coming out in August should be cool. Like that's 3 new covers coming out in the next couple months. Should be good times. Oh, and then I'm doing another one for somebody who I'm just supporting because I like him. I like the work he puts out, and I like the guy. I am doing Exquisite Corpses cover, sir. I gotta get my concept art in pretty fast, but that'll be coming out but I think it comes out in August, and it'll be a Rose City exclusive. Yes, it's a mutual artist friend. He does, if you've followed him on, he's probably most popular on TikTok, but he's got an okay following on Instagram as well. His book series is called Ace Blade, and I just really I like the character and I like the guy. So one of the things I kind of would like to do throughout my career moving forward is doing these, these big ones, these big books, Battle Beast and Exquisite Corpses and Ninja Turtles and, stuff like that. God, I wish I could tell you guys the name of the ones that we're aiming for, but I also want to pick the occasional smaller guy and only tell us. And I say smaller guy with respect. Please understand that. But bring attention to their books and their stuff, and have books that are more rare that have my variants on them. I think that'll be cool. See, that yellow just does not look yellow enough yet. God dang it. This is the last layer you're getting yellow. I don't care what you think moving forward. You're either going to be yellow enough or you're not. Did you do every step the way you're supposed to do every step? I really felt like shortchanging it, to be honest. But yes, I did every step. Are you sure you did every step? Yes. Can't be shortchanging your people. They've seen the quality that you do, and you can't just not do that. That wouldn't be right. You're right. Gotta deliver. Gotta deliver to my peeps. Had Kevin Delgado do remarks of each killer on 12 of his EC book. Looks like I'm gonna have to line the same thing up with you. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how to better handle the remark situation. Because to be honest, I don't really like doing them. They're very tedious and require a lot of patience and time, and I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to charge an appropriate price for them where it makes a little more sense, and maybe I can limit the number I'm doing that way. Oh, yay. Okay, got it. How about a bloody Logan with a snarl showing some teeth, lit cigar, and some blood dripping from it? Yeah, we can do that, dude. Simon just been chilling. He's like pondering the great question. What do I do? What do I do here? Okay, I think I got it. Wolverine. And the rest of the viewers are like, "Aw." You know, sick we are of watching Todd do Wolverine, man. Tell you what, at this point, probably not, since I've been doing so much Battle Beats and remarks and stuff lately. I'll probably love it. What do you have anxiety about, bro? That's a good choice, man. I do a great Logan, Wolverine. I love it I love drawing him with a cigar. You made a good choice. Shy Cubs, no, unfortunately these are sold. But if you'd like to get one, you can order one there. See, I thought this bigger yellow was going to make my life easier, and it does. But man, there's just like I really can't stand it when it looks like when it doesn't look solid, super opaque. Maybe I'll just commission white or pink. EC blank with a 12 killer head remark. Decisions. I mean, those are some pretty intense decisions to make, bro. That's it. That's all you get. Except for this stupid one. Okay, bot. Yeah, just so many options for badass sketch. I realize I don't have a Logan. All love, dude. Just because everybody else in here will hate you for ordering Logan doesn't mean I do. I think there was definitely a point where people were like, dude, if I have to watch you do another Wolverine or Venom. I think I'm going to shoot myself. But at this point, I think they're probably like, if I have to watch you do another remark, I'm going to shoot myself. Little do they know that's all I'm going to be doing for like the next week. Yeah, that Star-Lord was sick, man. Like, that's a series that I wouldn't mind doing more of. The knuckle tattoo stuff. I've got a pretty cool homage piece that got ordered that I'm looking forward to doing. You all ready to actually see some final product happening here? Ladies and gentlemen, is he holding his phone in his left hand while inking with his right hand? He is. See that badass? Ladies and gentlemen, he is that badass. There's not many people in the world that can do that. And Todd Beats is one of them. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. How does he do it? Well, dedication, perseverance, and patience. Would you believe it? Yes, I had told you. Probably not. But here he is, doing it right in front of your own eyes. Nice. What do you guys think on this outline color? Green was looking pretty good. I really was liking this. Super dark teal. We could do red. I think maybe red on this one. Kill a city. What's up, my guy? So exciting. So exciting. What are you doing? I am doing remarks. Aren't you tired? Aren't you tired of doing remarks? Absolutely. But people like them and want them and pay for them, so that's what I'm gonna do. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome for that lovely ballad. Todd Beats freestyle, all up in your ear balls. All right, who signed on? Where'd everybody go? Does anybody here go to Hell Destroyer Comics very often? Are you not entertained? Is this red low, or is it just not cooperating? Okay, what about all these other ones? We don't want to do red. Good meeting you in Texas. These remarks are absolutely insane. Acid Bird, thanks, bro. I think insane is the right word. I think we've decided there's no way I'm doing it like this again. At least not at the prices that I was doing. getting close, guys. We're getting so close. 2.5 hours, good God almighty. I wonder my back is feeling it. But once we get this blue down, that's the last of the hard steps. And all we have to do is line work. And we're DONE. Only have like 50 to go. Mimi, no music today. Wife is sleeping. We had a late night last night. I'm trying to let her rest a bit. Oops. I hope you enjoy my breathing instead. Hey guys. I hope my breathing's okay. What you mean Torque is playing? Oh, maybe that's just in my head. Great song, dude. One of my favorites. One of my earliest ones I've ever written, and still to this day, one of my favorites. Plug my Spotify. Yeah, y'all go to Todd Beats or go to Spotify and find me on there, me and my music. Mimi, yes, I'm on here on YouTube, and then I'm also on an app called Whatnot. You were talking earlier about a sketch on eBay, that the Invincible Omni-Man Profiles one. No, it was, I think it's Invincible versus Conquest. Why? But I'm sure there's others. Somebody let me know that that was on there, and then I looked up my stuff on eBay, and there's a bunch of stuff on there that people put on there. do you ask, Simon? Yeah, Strike Conquest Simon still new. Yeah, it'll probably. I mean, don't get me wrong. If he sells it for, 500, that's awesome. I think that's a little ambitious. But you never know till you try. Your graded slabs have almost hit 400. Well, that's cool. Graded slabs of which books? It makes me a little sad how many people try to resell my stuff. It's like part of me wishes that it wasn't quite so, what's the word? Commodified. But conversely, I like it because it does, like I said, it means people can generate money with my work. And the gunslinger, that's cool. Which gunslinger was it? Was it the more recent one where he's sitting and he's like, side head profile? Huh. Not sure I know which one that is, which is fine. Was it like a full body and he's standing there with he's kind of holding the gun propped up? It's the whatever, doesn't matter. Head and hat looking down when blowing. Yeah, I'll have to remember what that one was, dude. Again, sometimes it's like a blur. How many pieces I've done over the years. Venomized venom. Aren't all venoms venomized? You're confusing me. My little brain can't take it. How are you finding those someday? You're just doing a search on Todd Beats sold on eBay? Yeah, that's cool. Okay, y'all settle down with all the excitement around here, okay? Joseph Cabral. Lol. Almost done. Tell you what, it feels good to at least have these, to be able to do these at home. I'll be on some crappy table. Oh no. Oh no. Please tell me no. Shite. like sketch covers, it's going to be anywhere from 175 on up, bro. 175 is going to get you like headshot style, black and gray. Color is more. And that, you know, can go up as the more details you ask for, the more characters you ask for. I was so close to having this one done. So close to having this one done, and I wasn't quite done because I didn't get it done. I almost got it done, and I almost got it done, but I didn't get it done. It's almost done. Gotta let that ear dry, and that one will be done. You know, the rest of these are gonna be pretty easy peasy. Little dog and his little barks. Quiet boogie. Puss says wake up, yeah. Well, she definitely does that when she barks. That bark ain't no joke, dog. Rodney Ramos, what's up, my guy? If you guys don't already follow Rodney, go follow Rodney. Does good quality work. I am seriously so sick of remarks. I am so overdoing remarks, bro. Remark number 20 done. Remark number 30 done. Remark number 50 done. Remark number 60 done. almost done. I'm almost done. I'm so excited. I'm almost done. What's up? What's up? If you're new, welcome in. Don't recognize the name. Thanks, homie. How much for what? Which part? All of it. So these are all sold. If you want to find out, you can go here. I know that's a long step, but that's unfortunately how I have to do it. Little guac. I hope with a name like that you make excellent guac. Renty, thanks, man. Hope I didn't miss you before you left. YouTube started getting kind of quiet, so I stopped looking over there. Sure do, brother. I like a man that's confident about his guac. Like, I don't mess around when it comes to my guac, bro. Two to go. Jeez Louise, dude. This definitely took longer than I thought it was going to take. I should know better with the yellows. It is not a cooperative color when it comes to acrylics. At least not in the Posca form. Like I said, I'm going to have to figure something out for the rest of these. These with mixing paint, you can add some ochre umber lightly to help with opacity. Yeah, exactly. The only thing I get concerned about with that is like control. But I think I can do it. We got last one. Hell yeah. Get a bunch of these knocked off the list. Boy, I feel good just when I was getting annoyed. Now least temporarily. Most of these are for Wambulance, if anybody follows Wambulance here on Whatnot. He asked me when he put his order in, he was like, can you do front facing? I was like, nope. That just doubles my work, and I'm not doing that. On your website, I don't see sign and sketch option for purchase. Should be remarked. Should be a remark option in there. Yeah. Hi, lady.
Hi.
Welcome to the world.
I'm so tired.
Yeah, I bet, dude. Samesies, by the way.
So I just realized that we have Betty tonight until Thursday. So we have Betty and Juniper all week. And we still gotta figure out my car situation.
Yeah, well, we don't know anything about your car until Monday. So I'm sure they can get that fixed and get you back up and running. Howdy, Mrs. Beats.
Oh, hi. I didn't...
Know that you were live?
Nope.
What do you think I've been doing here mumbling about?
I don't know. You talk to people all the time.
Yeah.
Cool. Usually you have your music on when you're live.
Yeah, I was trying to not keep you awake.
You're so sweet. Probably would have slept through it anyway.
Right.
It's supposed to be really hot today. 92.
Woo.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's not terrible having them because if I don't get to do my adventures, at least I'm
Getting
getting ready
paid.
doing boardings.
Yep.
Okay. Love you.
Love you. All right. Who placed their order? Somebody bought something, didn't they? No? Maybe he bought it separate. Hold on one second, guys. Because I'm probably going to try to go ahead and knock that out before I get behind. Yeah, Simon, did you buy that? I obviously didn't have it in here. You bought it separate? Yeah, there it is. I see it. Okay. And you wanted Logan? Logan Bloody with a cigar. Was there anything else special about the request? Oh my God, here you go. Show you guys what we did. Boom. Those 5. And then blood dripping off the cigar. Got it. Oops. Finishing that. Not bad, not bad. Where are you at, pencil? Am I tripping? Hold on, guys. It's a good thing I keep Alex. AC, what's up, Bistro? Hey, bro, I need to hit you up. BT Dubs and get the report for the weekend. I talked to Preston, but he said he sucks at spreadsheets, and so that you would be the one to get me a spreadsheet. We're doing Logan with a cigar, showing little teeth. Wesley, I hope so, man. That's the plan. I won't know until I apply and they either take me or tell me to kick rocks. You know what I mean? So I hope so, bro. Come on, eraser. Hey, Simon, thanks, dude. We've gotten to the point where pretty sure Alex knows me. Is MegaCon, is that Fan Expo too? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I would get in that one if I applied in time. I think I waited too long this year. Oh my god, a full face with real pens and pencils? Simon, thanks for letting me do this, dude. Not gonna lie, it feels nice to be using a real pen. You okay with him wearing a white tank? I hope that's okay because I've already made the decision. Already in process, already happening. That's what you're getting. True lies. True lies. feels great, dude. TBH feels great. Yeah, for now. 2,000 was the total. And we're just about sold out. I think I've got about 70 left in my stash, and I'm not sure how many the other guys have, but I know everybody's running pretty low. And then we're doing bloody, right? Y'all should send me that link so I can see which one you're talking about. Thanks, boss. Appreciate it, man. Oh, what you think, man? It looks pretty cool. I do love a good cigar. I like that, dude. I like that. Okay. 3.5 hours, not bad. We got a lot of work done today. I appreciate you guys. I will be back at some point today. Actually, I don't know if I'll be back on Whatnot. I know I've got that sketch card wars tonight. So you guys come through on that. Where'd you go? What'd you do? So yeah, I hope to see you guys there. If I don't pop back on Whatnot, you guys will see me tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Love you lots.